Good morning. Just doing some spot racing at iRacing. Currently watching Willie Owens Esports live at Oran Park Raceway. This is a random race at Oran Park in the Mazda MX5. Currently riding with Matthew. Let's see. Hold on just a moment. Matthew Tropham, I believe his name is. It's a pretty fun track. I've been racing this track myself for a couple days just to get the feel of it. It's a pretty fun track. I kind of wish iRacing would allow more than 12 cars on the track. Generally, most of the races have about 10 to 12 cars. Matthew's currently 4th overall in his session. So a little bit about this track. Oran Park Raceway was motor racing circuit at Narellan, southwest of Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, which was operational from February 1962 till its closure in January 2010. Track was designed and started by George Murray and Jack Allen. Since its closure in 2010, it has developed into housing. Oh, that is sad. That is sad. This is a closed track, no longer there, and there's housing on top of where it was. That's a bummer to learn that. The circuit was established by the Singer Car Club, opened a meeting held in 1962. The land circuit provided wealthy Camden grazer Dan Cleary was also an earth-moving business which provided equipment to use help to build the circuit. Oh, I'm bummed to know that it closed. But at least we have it in iRacing. It's a pretty cool track. So a little bit about Woes. Woes is a racing broadcast server or esports racing broadcast service that will announce your esports, whether it be iRacing, Assetto Corsa Competizione, interested in MotoGP would be fine. You know, I'm interested in racing various games, or broadcasting various games. Could be F1. Just contact me. You can contact me on Facebook through my webpage, which is listed on my YouTube page, or you could get a hold of me on Discord or Twitter, any of those. But the best thing is probably Facebook. Or even if you're interested, just make a comment on one of my videos and I'll get in touch with you that way. So it looks like in this split that we're going to be watching, Matthew is going to be the number one racer. He got the pole for this split. Whoops. Let me just make a change here. Cars are reslotting right now for getting ready for the actual race. Here we go. Drivers getting ready, revving their cars up. We're gonna go with the chopper view. There's your first row driver, Matthew Topham, followed by Stanis. Hard to read, sorry. Stanis Swistek, Paul Tunnicliffe, Pedro Silva, Dan Allen, Petro Brijic, Maria Blanca Fernandez, Ahmed Kalarb, Yoko Garcia, Guthrum Reinho, and Anthony Bochette, who was in 11th. Green, let's go! And they're off. One guy in the green car got a bad start there, and everyone's just passing him on the left and the right there. There's your leader going into the first corner. This is a lot of accidents happen right here. There you go, already you got an accident. Let's rewind, see what happened here. So that blue car just basically ran over the black car. You see Matthew is just taking off. Pretty much got everything under control in this race right now. Second is Stanis, then Pedro, then Maria Blanca Fernandez Barria, followed by Yellow Garcia. This is where the race is right here. Let's stick with this for a little bit. Riding with Maria Blanca. Just going for the dive bomb and basically took out the driver in front of her. And good for him.
Good job, man.
Just someone got what they deserved there. Let's go back and... Oh, and then she just impairs another car. Horrible job of re-entering the track. Just a bad job by the number 9 overall. Let's take a quick look on how not to drive. Number 1 mistake here is she or he, whatever, dive bombs into the corner and pummels the red car. Watch. Can't make the turn. Hits him from behind. Hits him again. Finally braking there. Hits the gas. Comes back on the track. In front of traffic. In the middle of the track instead of staying to the side. And, man, that is just a bad job overall by this driver. Lesson on how not to drive. You don't come back on the track like that. Matthew in the number 4. Topham is just dominating this race. Second is Pedro. And we got a nice, looks like we got a pretty nice battle between Pedro and Stannis. We're going to stay with this battle. If you're watching this channel, don't forget to follow. We need your follow and likes. We're going to start doing these random spot races just to make people aware that this service is available for broadcasting of league races or your special event, whether it be a league race or endurance race. Think about contacting me to broadcast your events. Also, we own several Twitter accounts that will try and get the word out about your race, as well as try and build up your stock of drivers. Stannis is trying to catch up to Pedro, but Pedro is keeping a nice buffer. Although, oh wow, Stannis just cut the gap. He's almost all the way up onto Pedro's bumper. Possibly some exciting racing coming up here at Oran Park. So they go into T1 battle for second and third place right here. Got a puff of smoke coming from Pedro's car. It's one thing I like about iRacing. Tire smoke, and you see it on the track when it happens. Here we go. Stannis is now, he thought better of it, backed off a little. Pedro's making a lot of room for Stannis. There's some good racing right here. Just remember, people, when you try to make a pass in a corner, you're in somebody's blind spot. So what Pedro did, Stannis kind of poked his head like he was going to go, and Pedro made plenty of room because he wasn't aware exactly where Stannis was. And that is good racing on both parts. Stannis decided to back off, and Pedro at the same time gave a lot of room. We'll check on Matthew here in a second. Matthew is just in a class by himself. Tenth place is Paul Tinnicliff. 11th place, Daniel Allen. 8th place, Yoko Garcia. 7th place, Pito Graic. Maria Blanca Fernandez Barria in 6th. 5th, Anthony Boucher, who now it looks like there's Guillermo, Stannis. They have cut the gap, it looks like. Let me change cameras. Changing to TV1. And there you see Guillermo going for the pass, and he's got him. The number, no, that's Anthony. Anthony Boucher has made the pass on the number 5 of Guthrum. I'm not sure how you pronounce that word. Let's just call him Reno. See his back brakes. His back brakes are glowing right now. Oh, and he just disappeared for a second there. So Pedro's been passed. Stannis now has gotten by Pedro. And then I guess Pedro must have got back by. It's a little confusing right now. Oh yeah, they're going back and forth, these guys. See how close they are. We're currently 3 laps left. See, Pedro had gotten second back. Oh, Pedro goes off. And there goes his chance at second place. Bummer, because Pedro had put in a very good effort in this race. No one's challenging the number 4 of Matthew. Stannis now handily has second place. Pedro has dropped back quite a ways. As you see, their lap times are all pretty close in the 116s, 117s. That seems to be the standard lap time for this track in this car. Fourth place right now, Anthony Boucher. Fifth, Guilherme Reno. Yoko Garcia in 6th. Grajek in 7th. Allen in 11th. Tunic Cliff in 9th. Dropped out is Maria Blanca Fernandez Berra and Omid Calabar. There's Pedro. You see Stannis way out in front, and there's a big gap between Pedro and Anthony Boucher. Seems like Yoko Garcia might be catching up. That's rear chase. To go with far chase. Wrong camera. Sorry about that. We're on lap 9 of 10 laps. Oh, wow, that's a wild looking pass there. He's trying to pass on the outside. Getting by the number 8 of Anthony Boucher is Guilherme. So we have Guilherme moving up into 4th place. Pedro holding on to 3rd. Stanzas 2nd. And I believe Matthew coming by the checkered flag. Oh, this is the last lap right now. This is lap 10 of 10. early morning here. I usually don't stream this earlier, but I decided I want to start making an attempt to getting my name out there on YouTube for broadcasting these races. If you have a league out there that's interested in having someone broadcast your race, go ahead and check out my race catalog on YouTube, and I'd be interested in speaking with you. So race over. Matthew wins. Second is Stannis, then followed by Pedro Silva, followed by Guillermo Reinho, then Anthony Boucher, who's just about finished. Then Yelko Garcia, Daniel Allen, then Grayjack, then Paul Tunnicliffe, and then Marina Fernandez Barrera. And then in 10th place, I'm not even sure if he started, was Omar Calabar. Nice looking track this is. I really like it. Makes for some good racing, and especially good for these cars. For some reason, I can't seem to get the overlay to come up for overall standings. We'll just have to do it manually. It's not letting me show the results here for some reason. Well, that's your results right in front of you. Qualify, it finally did show up there. Matthew Topham was the winner with a qualifying time of 1:16.066. Second place was Stannis Switek. Then third, Pedro Silva. Guillermo Reinho was fifth. Anthony Boucher, sixth. Seventh was Yelko Garcia. Eighth, Daniel Allen. Ninth, Pedro Grayrick. And 10th, Paul Tunnicliffe. That was your 10-lap race, MX5 at RN Park Raceway. Hope you enjoyed this iRacing race. It's just a short little MX5 race. Well, I'll start doing that regularly on this channel. I want to start putting racing videos, giving people a chance to know what different race games are all about. I want to start promoting those race games, whether it be ACC or iRacing, and then people could have conversations on, oh, I'm interested in that. Is that any good? Blah, blah, blah. And so that's today's broadcast from Woes. I might do some more later on. I might just do quick little broadcasts rather than a long stream as I find races available to broadcast. These are public races that you could race and participate on iRacing. With iRacing basic membership, you could race the MX5 car, and it has some basic tracks that comes along with the subscription. But I'm going to end this race right now, and thank you so much for viewing. And if you're watching later, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, or even so, subscribe would even be better. Thank you. Hope you have a great day.